Hey crazy wrestling fans, welcome to my WWE Extreme Rules 2016 preview. This year's Extreme Rules will take place at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, my home state. Fucking awesome, man. It's going to be Sunday, May 22nd, live exclusively on the WWE Network. Start time is 8 p.m., the kickoff show starts at 7 p.m. On the kickoff show, we have one matchup announced. We have Dolph Ziggler taking on Baron Corbin in a no disqualification match. These two are renewing their rivalry. The first time these two faced each other was the Raw after WrestleMania 32. I think Baron Corbin is going to pick up this victory. It's a no disqualification match. I just see him destroying him. This will be Corbin's first win as a singles competitor on a pay-per-view. So I think he's going to pick up this victory. It's just my opinion on that. I don't have anything against Dolph Ziggler. I think he's one of the most underrated competitors in WWE. I don't think he's damaged goods. I don't know if he could ever come back to the level at which he once was. I really hope he does. I see Corbin destroying him in this one. We have the United States Championship match as Kalisto defends his United States title against Rusev. Lana is back in the corner of Rusev. She will be in Rusev's corner in this match. Now, Kalisto is the United States Champion. I don't have anything against him. I don't really think they give him enough of a spot as the United States Champion. I think they just look at him as another champion. They look at him as somebody that has a tag team partner that has a championship, as opposed to giving him a real spot and giving him a way to develop his character. I really do think that Rusev is going to pick up this victory. However, I'm not totally sure. I really wish he would. I really did enjoy having Rusev as the United States Champion. I'm sure a lot of other people did, even if they didn't actually like Rusev. I think they did like him holding on to that title. I think Rusev is a dominant competitor. I hope Rusev does win this match. However, I'm not totally sure if he's going to. We have another tag team match that was announced this past Thursday on SmackDown. It's the Usos taking on Gallows and Anderson, two members of the club. This is going to be a tornado tag team match, which means that all four competitors will be in the ring at the same time. There is no tagging your partner in this match. Both members of each team are legal in this match. The Usos, Gallows, and Anderson have been having a long-standing feud as a result of Reigns and Styles. The Usos have Reigns back the same way that Gallows and Anderson have Styles back. Since Styles and Reigns have been having a heated rivalry, the Usos, Gallows, and Anderson have been thrown into the mix, and they've been having a very heated rivalry as a result of that. Gallows and Anderson are always trying to stick their nose in Styles and Reigns' business. Gallows and Anderson are always trying to attack Reigns and try to ensure that Styles becomes the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. The Usos are there to put a stop to that. The Usos are a very established tag team. Honestly, pound for pound, they're probably one of the best tag teams that WWE has ever had. They're probably one of the best tag teams in WWE that I've seen in the last 5 years. I mean, I could say that with a straight face. Gallows and Anderson, they just brought these guys in like not even 2 months ago, so they're fresh on the scene in WWE. They made their debut attacking the Usos. Ever since Gallows and Anderson entered the WWE, these guys have been feuding. Honestly, I think Luke Gallows will be WWE World Heavyweight Champion one day. I think he could do it right now. Carl Anderson is the more savvy of the two. They did not specify if the match is going to be no disqualification. I see them going in that direction anyway. There's no nice way to put this. These guys are going to tear each other apart. I am looking forward to this match. I know it's a match we've seen so many times. That's just the way that WWE is nowadays. We have Shane McMahon in there running things now, at least half of it. So you would think that stuff like that wouldn't really go on anymore. I guess they've just gotten so accustomed and so used to constantly throwing the same matches together. They just do it by force of habit. I don't understand that. I know that Shane has been watching WWE programming when he was not in the WWE. He had to have seen trends like this. I don't know. I would like to see the Usos come out on top in this. However, I don't think they're going to. I think Gallows and Anderson are going to come out on top in this match. I'm not going to say that they're going to roll right over the Usos, because the Usos are going to give them a fight. In the end, I still think Gallows and Anderson are going to come out on top. We have Dean Ambrose taking on Chris Jericho in the first ever Asylum match. This match was announced this past Monday on Raw. We know that Ambrose defeated Jericho at Payback. I don't know how this match is going to play out. I really would like to see Ambrose win. However, I'm not totally sure he's going to win this match. I think Jericho may come out on top somehow. Don't ever underestimate Chris Jericho. Don't do that. He is one of the greatest competitors in the WWE. Even now, he still is. He's a great wrestler. Puts on great matches. Chris Jericho will elevate Dean Ambrose in this feud. Whether Ambrose wins or not, Chris Jericho will help elevate him to a different level. You know, it sounds like Jericho's being cocky, but it's true. Chris Jericho is a great competitor. Chris Jericho could put over anybody he wants to. I think this match is going to play out really good. I see these guys beating the living shit out of each other. I'm just going to be as blunt as I can with that. These two basically have a blood feud going on now. Jericho is really upset that Dean Ambrose destroyed his jacket. He claims that jacket was worth $15,000. All the electronics and everything were destroyed in this jacket. It's not like he just ripped it. This is a special type of jacket that has all kind of electronics for when it comes out to the ring and lights up. So he's really upset about that. The week before that, Chris Jericho smashes the plant called Mitch across Dean Ambrose's head. These guys are going to have a brutal match in this Asylum match. I do see Chris Jericho coming out on top in this match, surprisingly. I don't know. We'll see. It is going to be a great match regardless. We have the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz defends his Intercontinental Championship against 3 other opponents. These 3 other opponents are Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. The Miz obviously will be accompanied by his lovely wife Maurice. I think this match should have been a Fatal 4-Way elimination match. I think it would have spiced things up a little bit more. But I still think it is going to be a great match. Surprisingly, I think Miz is still going to come out on top in this match. I'm not the biggest Miz fan. I do respect his work as far as him being an entertainer and all his appearances and being an A-lister and stuff like that. You do need certain competitors to do that. And you do need certain competitors to act as a figurehead for entertainment. So I can respect him doing all that kind of stuff. He is a great entertainer. He may be a great sports entertainer. But as far as an actual wrestler, not so much. I mean, I don't really have anything against the guy. I don't really think he's that good of a pro wrestler. Miz is a guy that kind of had a lot of stop and go pushes himself. However, he still somehow manages to be strong in the mid-card. He is the Intercontinental Champion, so he is doing something right. As far as who's going to win this match, I honestly am not sure. I mean, I'd love to see Sami Zayn come out on top in this one. I could see Kevin Owens picking up this victory, and then maybe he would have a feud with The Miz. My personal choice would be Cesaro. However, I don't really think he's going to win. I'd like to see him win, but I don't think he's going to. However, I strongly believe that The Miz is going to come out on top and walk out of Extreme Rules still the IC champion. I think Miz is going to hold on to his Intercontinental Championship. I don't know how much longer, but I don't think he's going to lose it at Extreme Rules. However, I may be wrong. We'll see what happens. We have the submission match for the WWE Women's Championship. Charlotte defends her Women's Championship against Natalya. Ric Flair will be banned from ringside in this match. We also found out, as Charlotte was signing a contract this past Monday on Raw, that if Ric Flair even comes down to the ring, Charlotte will be forced to forfeit her WWE Women's Championship. That is a stipulation and a half. Stephanie and Shane are really adamant about having Ric Flair not be at ringside for this match. They really want Charlotte to do it on her own, and they feel that it's unfair that all the challengers always have to deal with Ric Flair. They're putting a stop to it by having him banned at ringside. I really hope Natalya comes out on top in this match. A few weeks ago at Payback, we had a screw job. They're not really talking that much about this. Natalya got screwed out of the Women's Championship. Ric Flair and Charlotte paid off Charles Robinson to screw Natalya at WWE Payback, even with the Hitman in Natalya's corner. That was the ultimate slap in the face, especially because Bret Hart was the one that got screwed before. I think Shane and Stephanie should have mentioned more about that screw job. They didn't develop that part of the storyline enough. I think something is going to happen, and Charlotte may still come out on top. Remember, this is a submission match. There's no pinfalls, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way that this match can end is by somebody saying that they give up to their opponent. This is going to be a really interesting match to see. I think it's going to elevate women's wrestling to a different level. It will show that the women's division could stand the test against the men's division. It's going to be a really great match to see. I really would love to see Natalya win the Women's Championship. However, I'm not sure that she's going to. We have the WWE Tag Team Championship match. The New Day defend their tag team titles against the Vaudevillains. The Vaudevillains became #1 contenders after putting Enzo Amore out of commission in their match at Payback. The #1 contendership for the Tag Team Championships was rewarded to the Vaudevillains as a result of Enzo's injury. The New Day have been having some crazy promos leading up to this match. This past week they have the New Day DeLorean. They come out of the time machine, the screen is black and white, and they come out dressed as the Vaudevillains with mustaches and everything. The Vaudevillains are a more traditional type of tag team. They say they represent the values and traditions of a bygone era. They're saying that as them being a cohesive tag team unit. I do think the gimmick is organic with those two. I just don't really think it's catching on to WWE. I don't see the Vaudevillains picking up this victory yet. I definitely see the New Day reigning supreme. I mean, the New Day have held on to the titles for almost a year. Honestly, I don't really see them losing the tag team championships anytime soon. We have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. This is going to be an Extreme Rules match. Roman Reigns defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles. This is AJ Styles' rematch as granted by Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon also made the stipulation to have these two battle for the championship under Extreme Rules. It's another way of saying no disqualification. It's another way of saying no holds barred. It's another way of saying street fight. These two are going to beat the hell out of each other. There's no other way I could put it. These two have had a very strong rivalry. I think this rivalry is one of the best I've seen in WWE in recent months. I think they went in many different angles with this rivalry. They've incorporated a lot of different elements. I think AJ Styles is a great professional wrestler. He's wrestled all over the world. He's won so many different championships. I think Styles is one of the best talents that they have picked up in recent years. I still don't see Styles picking up this victory though. I see Reigns defeating him. Despite Gallows and Anderson's involvement, I still think Reigns is going to come out on top. Through this whole rivalry between AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, AJ Styles thinks that he could defeat Roman Reigns straight up. He doesn't want to use Gallows and Anderson to help him defeat Reigns. He doesn't even want to use a steel chair to help defeat Reigns. He really thinks that he could beat Roman Reigns by himself. However, whether he believes that or not is irrelevant. It's an Extreme Rules match. We know that Roman Reigns is going to go all out and pull out all the stops, so Styles is going to do the same. Like I said, I don't really think Styles is going to pick up this victory. I still think it's too early for him. I could see these guys feuding maybe another month or two. We'll see what happens when Money in the Bank hits, because we know that Seth Rollins is going to be coming back. We obviously know that John Cena will return. It's tough to say how things are going to play out. I see Reigns walking out of Extreme Rules, still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This is my opinion. Extreme Rules this year has a great card. I think it's going to be a great event. Leave comments down below the match you're looking forward to the most. Leave comments down below of your predictions of those matches. Leave comments down below if you're watching Extreme Rules live exclusively on the WWE Network. Hope everybody enjoys Extreme Rules this Sunday. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, and I will see you when I see you.